go. Last chance. Street takes a snap, has time, steps into a throw towards the end zone. He's got a man! Complete!
Oh, my God! Oh, my...
Riley Ward with the touchdown!
What a great call by the Newtown staff!
Riley Ward with a 36-yard reception. Newtown wins on the final play of the day.
We're joined now by some of the senior class from Newtown, the state champions on that play you just saw, and their head coach, Bobby Pattison, in studio. And coach, and your young man, I say thank you to the fellas and to you. It's been a busy couple of days. After winning that title, you were with my good friend Mike Tirico and the good folks at NBC. You went on with Dan Patrick today. You've been sharing this story. Did you have any sense at all in the midst of it that this was not just a Newtown story or a Connecticut story, but a story that the whole country would really wrap its arms around?
At first, I really kind of underestimated how big this would get. We were on the bus ride home, and then the kids started showing me the Twitter feeds of different Twitter handles. And Coach, this Twitter handle has 5 million followers, and this has already been viewed 300,000 times. And then I knew it was going to get a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I'd sent something out, and then, like, whatever, like, by the next morning, a couple million people had watched this, and I think they obviously they attached themselves to a lot about this story, and I'm going to get to that. But what I'm struck by, and when I watched the video, and I must have watched it 50 times, is the sound of that crowd that they make. And I think about all that goes into that moment and that expression of joy. What, to you, that moment, what went into it?
I've been a part of the staff I was an assistant coach for 7 years, and this is my third year as a head coach, so about 10 years. And we've had a lot of great teams, and this is the greatest team that we've ever had. And we had tremendous support from our fans and you know, these guys' parents and former players and their parents, and that noise, that pure emotion and jubilation and just happiness and joy.
And it was such a foggy day. As I understand it, you couldn't throw the ball for much of the game because you couldn't see. Is it fair to say, though, or is this Hollywood, that in the last moments, as you're throwing the pass to win the game, the fog lifts just enough?
I think it's more than fair to say. The beginning of the game went from the fog slowly creeped in to we couldn't even see the far sideline. They were wearing all white, and then towards the end it slowly lifted, and everybody rushed the field.
What would you want people around the country that are watching and are learning of the story, that only know about the past about Newtown, that hear about this? What would you want them to know about the young men that are here in our studio and that wear your uniform on Saturday?
I think I would want everybody to know how great of a bunch of these young men are, but I would describe them as selfless. They've done everything I've ever asked them. They've done it. They would do anything for each other. We have some amazing kids on this team. We have kids that are going to go play in college. We have kids that are going to be going to Ivy Leagues. We have kids that are hoping to get into military academies, and you know, just a tremendous bunch of young men and great football players, but even better people that are going to go on to do great things in this world, and I'm so proud of them.
As I was talking about here before I welcomed your team and you here, that date will always represent something in Newtown, understandably so. As you all have been on this journey and you've been building towards this as a team, some close calls and then now this title, what did that date represent to you and your guys in terms of playing on this day, given what it means in that town?
Yeah, it's an emotional day for a lot of people. You know, I was just focusing on getting the team ready,
of course,
and putting our best game plan out there. But of course, we had to. We knew that we'd be playing on this day, and it was going to be an emotional day. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of support that people have reached out, and in both the Newtown community, other community, the nation, to help support us, and for our guys, it means a lot. I think it's the way it ends, and I think that's the important thing. Ending on the last play to win the game, to win a state championship, a walk-off, so to speak. It's a memory that a lot of these guys are going to have. They're going to have it the rest of their life. And I think it's one of those things when you're at that sporting event, a lot of people are going to say, I was there. I was there for that. And that moment, the very special moment.
Well, you know what? You and your team, as I say, you've been building towards it, and now you earned it. And now, what a way to celebrate the holidays. What a way to for your seniors to walk off the field as champions. I know how busy it's been, and I just want you and your guys to know how much we appreciate you taking the drive up here to share your story with us and to let us spend a little time with you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.